I have no clue why so many people are obsessed with Harry and Meghan Markle, even though they continue to repeat the things, the troubles that they go through, meanwhile living in their multi-million dollar homes, saying that they have a bad and terrible life because of all the scrutiny that they're getting. Meanwhile, they're one of the richest people in the world, and 99% of the population is most likely doing a lot worse than what they are. And this article is Meghan Markle losing America's support. Although she is an American and was seen by millions on television as an actress, Meghan Markle is best known for being part of the British royalty after marriage to Prince Harry. And even and they split off the royalty family because they didn't want to do what they were doing, so they just left without taking any responsibility. When the two had their first interview with Oprah, most people had a good approval towards her, but it seems that recently the support has been waning. Since Politico included her along with Donald Trump, Elon Musk, Kanye West, Elizabeth Holmes, and Sam Bankman-Fried in a list of narcissists for whom the public has lost interest, the Duchess of Sussex ratings have gone down. Now she is also being criticized by the media in the US. I wonder why, because all people ever hear about her is her complaining about how her life is terrible. I wonder why she's being criticized and that her ratings are going down. It is well known that the British tabloids and in general, most of the media in that country are in favor of the crown, so it is not surprising that they criticize Markle with everything. But now it is happening that those attacks are also happening on US soil. God, they're making it sound like it's a war. Jeez. In Politico, the column of contributor Joanna Weiss calls them to attack her as insane and casual misogynist, but Politico is not the only site that has harshly criticized Meghan. And more precisely, the miniseries Harry and Meghan, produced by Netflix, which we can see is doing extremely terrible with audiences and the ratings are pretty low. And I'll get into that in a moment. The site Variety, through Andrew Wallerstein, president and chief media analyst of Variety Intelligence Platform, was critical of the program rather than of her directly. It's not that Harry and Meghan don't have a story worth telling. The prejudice they faced from the royal family and the British press was awful, but telling the story and ad nauseum has diminishing returns, he said. At some point, even the darker minds among their fans will tire of their woe is us routine as they play the victim card over and over again, he added. You, they're acting as if everything that they're doing, everything that's happening is bad towards them, when it's not the case. You have many people throughout the entire world that are common folk that go through this same thing every day. These these bad people calling them out, at work, having fights, complaints, all that stuff. Normal people have those. And yet again, they don't talk about it over and over again like we see here with Meghan Markle. The problem with Harry and Meghan's is that through its sixth episode, both Meghan and Harry have repeated what was already in the public domain. So to be repeating it over and over again, it is tiring America's audience. Now let's get to why the reviews are as is. Yeah, these are reminding me of The Witcher Blood Origin with the review score. If The Witcher Blood Origin never came out, this could possibly be one of Netflix's lowest ratings. Possibly. The tomato meter has a rating of 38%, showing that the critics aren't agreeing or liking this at all. And the audience score, as always, is always lower, being at 18% with 6,835 ratings. Now let's go to the audience score and see what they are talking about. Unbearable, the conceit and entitlement of those two parasites is an embarrassment. You see, I agree with this. These people are rich, and yet they're acting like everything is going bad towards them. I've said that a few times already, but let's continue on. Poor petty bourgeois whom we must pity and endure the Jeremiads. To fragile, it becomes unbearable to want to make them heroes who have done nothing with their lives except sell their image. Just rubbish, really. Oh, poor little rich people complaining they want to be left alone and not court the paparazzi, but then make a Netflix series. They are insufferable. Yeah, so they want to be left alone, and yet they continue to push themselves out to the media, to the public, so they let them know that they are still around and still to be known. And I have no clue why so many families, maybe they're more adults or moms and grandmas or so on, are so obsessed with these people. Just like the Kardashians. They bring no value to the world, and yet they still make millions of dollars and are extremely popular. The reviews continue on because it's pretty much the exact same thing about multimillionaires being sad about their lives and how terrible it is and so on and so forth. I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on this, and I hope you guys subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye bye.